I wanted to be a course rep because I thought it would be really important to be able to participate in changing the course and being able to be the voice of the students of our year.
Yeah, I chose to be a course rep because I had such a positive experience when I was a student ambassador at my college, and I just felt like I learned a lot of confidence and skills surrounding like getting different people's opinions and helping change certain learning environments.
I think it's important that feedback from the students can get sent to the staff, and not all students necessarily are comfortable with approaching members of staff with their concerns to the staff, so I wanted to do it so that I could be that person to go between the staff and students.
And I wanted to be because I felt like our student voice wasn't being put across even, and I felt it was important to make the most out of our 3 years here.
I'd say the main thing a course rep does is take notes of a student's experience, and then present that to the tutor and then the leader of the youth studies. And it just basically opens up a discussion between students and teachers so that any concerns can just be given a voice.
It's basically liaising between students and staff, being there for people, being ready to take on concerns and questions, and being able to relay that well to staff and to other students or whoever. Good communication skills, knowing who to talk to when, and when to sort of mention something and when actually to keep that for another meeting, like knowing what's important. And
Well, I'd have to talk to all my classmates, get their feedback from each module and everything. And then from that I'd go to my personal tutor who would discuss it, and then from that I'd go to CARS committee with all the lecturers and everything, put my point across there.
A rep's responsible for listening to what the students in their year's concerns, wants, likes, or any kind of thoughts they might have of what's going on within the course or how they feel they could change it or make it better for them.
Changes, one thing that I asked for was a printer in the Chaucer building and more formative assignments throughout the year, so I thought that it was just a bit too much at the end expected of us, and this way.
So we had a lot of guest lecturers in, like the counselling and guidance one, which was really helpful. But some of them were really good, and it really helped to do the essays.
I mean, I got us social sciences hoodies, which sounds silly, but the whole group really wanted a hoodie, so I sort of kept badgering the lecturers until we actually got them. Like, we've only had them for 2 days, and it's really cool when you're walking around uni and you see someone with a social sciences hoodie. You're like, oh, we study the same thing, or we're in the same group. But more serious changes. Like, I've had conversations with other students in my group who have issues with particular modules, particular content, with how it's taught or how it's delivered or whatever, and I've been able to feed that back to the lecturers, and then there's been changes made as a result of that.
I feel like I'm a part of a community within my year because I have to interact with everybody, and I'm really engaged with what everyone's doing or feeling. But then also, I have the opportunity to interact with the other reps for the course, and then within the school, and then within the whole university when we do things with the student union. So
quite a few social events on throughout the year, such as we've been to the Digbirth community youth groups, and we've also done pizza evenings and ice skating, so that just brings together a community and you just get to know people better.
For my lot, we got a lot closer together during the second and third year because we had our pizza parties with our old lecturers, and our trips that we went on to forest schools was one of the best trips I think I've ever been on. It really helped us community building and friendship building.
Through being a rep, you get to know people who you might not necessarily have got to know, so I've built some quite good relationships with lecturers that don't teach me, and getting to know the students from the other years, so the first and second year youth studies students, getting to know them when you might not necessarily do so if you don't get the opportunity in these rep meetings. So I think that through being a rep, you build your learning community.
I could give would probably just be, if you're interested in it, do it. It's a cool experience, and then once you become one, make sure that you are willing to interact with everybody and really try to touch base with everyone in the course, because you're not always...
If you think about it, just do it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're not confident at the start, but now doing it and getting my point across really helped me with my confidence, and it helps with like future tasks and skills, like at job interviews and everything, because you're used to talking to people you don't know.
If you do want to be a rep, then you've got to throw yourself into it. You can't just think, oh, I'm going to be a course rep and I'm going to put it on my CV, because actually, like, a responsibility comes with it to make sure that the students get their voices heard, but then also the lecturers know how the students feel in order to help them and like help them get the most from the course. Through being yourself and through making those choices and how to communicate, you're sort of doing your course proud by relaying all the information between the lecturers and the students. So I think